Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing a very special item for me. A brand new Nintendo DS Lite. I know this is a handheld that came out back in 2006, but it was one of my very first handhelds, and it's one that I've missed greatly. As for why I chose to buy brand new, we'll talk about that later in the video. But for now, let's get started. Alright, properly bubble wrapped. So the main reason that I ended up buying this brand new was that I was hoping to find one online. Originally I was hoping to find it used, but because the system that I originally had was the white, that's the version that I was trying to find online, but being the white, those models tend to be the most difficult to keep clean. So when I was looking online on eBay and other used auction sites, I'd find quite a few of the white, but they would be really gross, just very dirty. And I looked up some videos on how to clean them, but it seemed like just about all the videos I saw, those methods of cleaning them did an okay job, but didn't really restore it to its original out-of-the-box glory. So I decided to start looking into buying it brand new. Now, I didn't really find any of the US variant brand new, but what I did find was the Japanese version brand new. You can see right off the bat they have a very different style of packaging. You can see there's really no indication of if this is the front or the back. It's an image of the system opened up and an image of the system closed. Very subtle, very minimalistic, and I love that. I think that's a really cool way to design the packaging. If we look at the top here, we can see that it does say Nintendo DS right there. We see this is the Crystal White edition. They called it Polar White in the US, but Crystal White is what they went with in Japan. The side, again, I believe this is the back, and then we've got our information on the side here. So before I actually pulled the trigger on buying this, I did confirm that the Nintendo DS Lite is not region locked. So we will be able to play games, play our US cartridges. All right, so here is the system. And we also have, oh cool, so it looks like they actually include the receipt for when they originally bought the system. But anyway, here is the instruction manual. Again, this is all in Japanese, so we're not going to have any use. I mean, we wouldn't have had use for this anyway. It's a game console. We know how to use a Nintendo DS Lite, but that's in Japanese because it is a Japanese system. Some of the other items included, we have the wrist strap, or not a wrist strap, it's just a lanyard strap. We have a spare stylus. Now, this sure looks yellowed. Considering this is supposed to be a brand new system, that's a very yellowed looking stylus. So that's a little concerning to me. And we have a charger there. Anything else in the box? Some more paperwork, it looks like. Nintendo Club. And more instructions on how to use the system. But that's everything in the box. So let's take a look at the system itself. All right, well, there we have it. That's the system. That looks pretty good. Definitely does look nice and white up here. We see some yellowing here by the battery indicator, which is a little strange. Again, the listing showed this as brand new, and we're seeing some yellowing on the right where the battery indicator is, as well as some yellowing of the triggers. They seem to be clicky enough though. Then looking at the back, it looks fairly clean. And again, we have a stylus that looks fairly yellowed. So I don't know. I'm not terribly thrilled that this isn't quite as new looking as I had hoped it would be. But other than that, I mean, it looks like it's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and open it up. So yeah, this definitely looks nice. I mean, the screens, no scratches on the screens, it looks like. It definitely is in good condition, if not brand new. I mean, again, I believe it might be brand new. I don't know enough about the different kinds of plastics used in these. It's possible that just by existing for this long, remember these came out in 2006, so that's been 15 years since these came out. So I mean, again, I don't know enough about the plastics used in this. It's very possible that just existing for 15 years causes certain parts of it to get pretty yellowed on its own. Here's the Game Boy Advance cartridge. So yeah, that's fairly yellowed too. But I mean, if we look at the contacts inside, it looks like those contacts are pretty clean. It does not look like they are showing any kind of aging, so that's good. But yeah, having the Game Boy Advance cartridge included with it is another reason I didn't want to go with buying used. A lot of times that would be a piece that was missing, as well as styluses and things like that. And then also, you know, when you would open up those systems, the images on those eBay listings would show both screens being pretty messed up, especially the touch screen, with a lot of scrapes from where they would use the stylus. But as we can see here, it's looking pretty great. There's really no scratches to be found on either screen. So I'm pretty thrilled. I'm pretty happy to have gotten this. Again, it is a little bit more yellowed than I would have hoped. That said, though, I really do think it's just the way it goes with some of these plastics. Another thing that we would see a lot on the eBay listings, or for I guess just used Nintendo DS Lites in general, is we would see a lot of these pieces being cracked, which is what holds the top screen in place. So it's nice. Again, a lot of reasons to go new with this, just because it's really hard to find a used system that has kind of all those things and hits all those points all with one system without having to do any kind of gutting. That's something else. I watched a few videos on how to gut a DS Lite and then put it into a new shell, and it seems like it's possible, but it also seems like it might be difficult, and I'm not as comfortable with doing that kind of stuff, so I figured going new would be a good route for me. But yeah, I think that's all I have right now in terms of looking at the system. Let's go ahead and pop a game in. We'll see if there is any charge left. All right, I've got my Nintendo new 3DS XL. Gonna pop out our game here. I've got Chrono Trigger. So set that aside. We'll pop Chrono Trigger into our DS Lite. Power on to see if we have any battery. All right, it does not look like we have any battery, so I'm going to go ahead and get this charged up and we'll get right back to you. All right, we got the DS charged up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. All right, so as you can see, it's working fine for us. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. So you can see when we turn on the DS for the first time, the language is still in Japanese. Go ahead and type in some characters. I believe this would be enter. Okay. Choose color, that's fine. The date is 2021. February 2nd. So here's the month, February 1st. The time right now is 1:53. Good enough. And birthday, we'll say today's the birthday. Let's do that. So that turned the game off. So let's turn it on now. right, now that looks like an actual start screen. All right, so we can see Chrono Trigger is showing there. Let's see if we can change the system language to English. I feel like that would be helpful. Probably that. All right, well, as far as I'm aware, I don't know how to do this, but that's okay. We can take some time later to figure out, see how we can change the language on here. From what I've seen online, it looks like it is possible, but yeah, clearly I'm not able to. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we go. I thought I pressed that button earlier, but there we go. So now we'll be seeing that everything's in English. Yep. Much better. System will now shut down, so that's what happened last time. We do that, system will shut down. Okay. Turn on again. And everything is in English now. So I should be able to change my name now from whatever we typed in for back when we were playing in Japanese. It's a message, don't need that. Saved, good. It's my name, my nickname, yeah, we don't really need. B G 3. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and test Chrono Trigger just to make sure that that works and see if it boots up. All right, you can see that it is working. All right. Well, it looks like the Nintendo DS Lite is functional. It does work. We were able to, even though it's a Japanese import, we were able to change the system language to English. And yeah, that's all I've really got for you right now. Thanks for coming along with me on this journey, opening up this brand new Nintendo DS Lite. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you in the next video.